urgent message for Swati authorities, or Swazi authorities. They are now called Swati authorities. This is a follow-up prophetic message to the ones that I gave on 6 May 2018 and 16 June 2021. The Spirit of God says there is need for the powers that be, including the king of Swati, to sit around the table with those agitating for change. God says, those who live by the sword, they fall by the sword. Violence begets violence. Brutalization of defenseless people can only breed more violence in that hitherto peaceful nation. I saw in a vision some in opposition circles begin to toy around with a certain temptation. What is the temptation? An idea of fighting back force with force. So there are some in opposition circles that are beginning to entertain that idea. Once that stage is reached, and it has not been reached now, it has not yet been reached. But once that stage is reached, the country will be at a point of no return, where change through force and bitter struggle will cause some very powerful ones to finish the rest of their days in exile. I spoke about this in the past. That will be an outcome which is not according to the mind of God. Our God is the God of peace. Hallelujah. So, the reason why I'm saying the message is urgent is because if there is no tangible dialogue, meaningful dialogue in that country, by next year, the situation may move to another level where even the SADC region, they will have to contend with a very, very big problem in that country. Right now, the problem is very limited because the people are not violent. The people are not what? Violent. It doesn't mean that they will remain like that forever. So that's why God has sent me to issue this warning. I shared this message with some saints there to just tell those that they can tell. Maybe somehow those people can access the king or the people in the royal family. Because I was asking the Spirit of God, what is difficult for these people? They speak one language. I visited Swaziland in 2008 when it was still called Swaziland. It's now called the Kingdom of Swati. One thing which I discovered is that almost everywhere you go, those people, they speak one language. It's unlike in a country like Zimbabwe. You can excuse countries like Zimbabwe or South Africa because there are many languages. But in the Kingdom of Swati, the king and his subjects or his citizens, if I may put it that way, they all speak the same language, Siswati. They can sit around a table and not even speak in English. Speaking in Siswati, they'll be hearing each other. So I was asking the Spirit of God, we have seen people where there are more than 20 or 30 languages, or even more than 100 languages. The people are able to sit who will be having conflict, and they resolve their issues through dialogue. What is difficult in this country with less than 3 million people, a very tiny country in terms of population and geographical size, and with one main language or one language, for them to sit and to discuss their issues. And then God showed me this, which is what I'm sharing with you. That if people continue to be brutalized by those who are in authority, we will speak the truth, not in parables. We will speak the truth. If people continue to be brutalized, once people in that peaceful country entertain the idea of an armed struggle, I'm telling you, I see many people in the royal family get scattered all over the place. Some run away to other countries. That's what I saw in the vision. And I asked God, should I speak in parables? Because they will say I'm inciting people. Or they will think God said, go and speak the words that I've given you. Go and warn them. So that if they disobey the words and these things, they start to overtake them, they will know that I gave them a what? A warning. They will know that I gave them a what? A warning. They will know that I gave them a what? A warning. So it's an urgent message and an appeal to the powers that be in Swaziland there. And some people may be wondering why I'm alternating between saying the kingdom of Swati and Swaziland. Because there are some people who are so fed up with the powers that be in that country that they are even thinking when we finish this thing, we will change the name of the country. We don't want to be connected with this man anymore. So the moment we have an escalation or an increasing number of people starting to think that way, you can't survive. Because a king or a leader is like a fish in a pond. You can't survive without your people, no matter how powerful you are. So from tomorrow, we are declaring a fast. We are declaring a fast for Eswatini and also for our country, for the message that I'm going to share. We are declaring a fast for 7 days, starting from Monday, 25th October, 2021, to Sunday, 31 October 2021. We are not forcing anyone to fast. Only those with a willing heart may participate in the fast. From tomorrow, on a daily basis, I'm going to release prayer points. But even before I release those prayer points, just to follow the Spirit of God and pray as you are led by God. Already, some Christians in the kingdom of Eswatini have declared 3 days of prayer and fasting. So we do our own. We do their 3 days and we also do 4 more days for our country. I know here things appear to be calm, but there is a lot of intrigue under the currents. There is a lot of what? Intrigue. Say there is a lot of intrigue. Yes, you may do a Daniel fast or any other type of fast. If you have got a medical condition, consult your doctor as to the best kind of fast that you may do.